How's everybody doing? I'm using my older phone because all my apps are on my Pixel. So today I'm going to be showing you guys. I know a lot of people do the reviews of the apps. Today I'm going to show you guys the app, delivery app. It's called Relay. I'm sure a lot of you guys have heard of it now. If not, it's kind of a newer app. I think Amazon has one too, but this one I think is for restaurants. But I've been doing this app for like 3 months, and at first I loved the app. Now, I not so much. So I'm gonna just go through the app. So first and foremost, I'm gonna try to get the camera on it. This is what the app. oh, It's always hard. This. Let me see. Where is it? This is the Relay app right there. That's what it looks like. We'll go into it. Click on it, and that's what it looks like when you go into it. Now, that's what the screen I'm already in it. So basically what this app is just basically like a Uber Eats type of app, or whatever. And the thing is, this one gives you hourly pay, which is pretty decent. It's cool because it's $20 an hour, so it's like working a regular job. The pros of this app is that if you whatever, it's not like Uber Eats and Grubhub and all those. If you're on, you're getting paid. So um regardless if you could have 0 deliveries or 20 deliveries, you're gonna be getting paid. um Another pro of the app is, it even though it is maxed at 30 hours a week, you can knock out the 30 hours in no time. So you can work the 30 hours, like let's say you want to do 10, 10, and 10, 3 days, you know what I'm saying? Or whatever, because depends on what the blocks start. They usually start at 11 and it goes up to like, not because the restaurant closes at 9. Now, usually it's one restaurant, which is another great thing because you're not running from restaurant to restaurant most of the time. I'll get to that. But it's like one restaurant, and it's this restaurant called Wander, which is like I call it luxury fast food because it's like all these restaurants connected, and you usually work through them. But sometimes you'll have like little like things, like you might even go to people's houses, which is kind of crazy, like to pick up food and stuff. It's a cool app. That's the pros of it. I don't think it's many other pros honestly, but that's the pros. The cons, and this is why I'm so negative on the app now, because it seemed like as soon as I started to make money on the app, now, and this is something I got to get into. I can't get work on the app anymore. I can't get hours because what you have to do is you have to reserve. Let me show you guys. So basically, the way it works is you have to go to the little burger. Oops, go to the little burger, and then you got to go on the burger. It says Let me see. You guys see it says reservation. You gotta go into reservation, and then you select there and pick your time slot. Now, I'm gonna click on tomorrow. Now, if you guys can see my reservation, I can start reserving at 5. I think it's 5:34. Now, the problem with that is reserving at 5:34 because you have people that can reserve early, so they end up reserving all hours. Now, I talked to somebody about it, and they were like, "Oh well, if you're, because you're new, maybe it's because you're new to." I've been working with the app for 3 months, and then at one point I went, I ended up going that they let me reserve at 11, and then all of a sudden it just stopped. Now, another thing is you have a rating system too. You have a rating when you do a shift. Well, I'll get to that. But you have a rating system, so sometimes you might get a bad rating. Now, the one thing about this app, unlike Uber, unlike Lyft or whatever, or Uber Eats, whatever, they barely explain anything to you in the app. Barely. Like it's rare you'll get to see something. You know what I'm saying? Like you'll have to actually like find out on your own, talk to people, or play with it. Like I was supposed to leave, and I didn't even know I had a job, and I didn't even know how to cancel out the job. I couldn't figure it out. So I'm waiting, and it's taking forever. So I had to message, and the customer service people was like, "Oh, you got to go through this. I had to press something, but you got to hold it, not press it, and you wouldn't know that because they don't tell you." So this app doesn't really give you the best, explanation for everything. They don't really break it down to you like some of these other apps. Like I said, this app is cool if you get hours because you're stationed in one place, so you don't have to, do anything. So I'm gonna show you guys how it works. So basically, what it is like this. So you got this block scheduling right here. Okay, you got this block scheduling. You select time slots from whatever. First, first up here is a location. This is like a general area, and then this is like the specific location up under it. So like mine is Livingston. That's why I first started at, because that I'm closer to Livingston, so I picked that. So once you pick that, you go out of here, and then you go, and then you'll see, and you see it's like three. It's like hours worked, hours reserved, and hours remaining. Basically, what it is it's how many hours, it just shows you everything, like how much hours you worked and how much hours. It's self-explanatory, really. When you start working, you just press that, and then you take a picture of yourself, and you have to, it'll tell you working. The issue is you have to be in a specific area, unlike Uber or Uber Eats or whatever. You have to be in that specific area, like a little thing. And this can suck because, like, if you want to go get something to eat, or if you want to go do anything, you're locked into that area. And a lot of these places where this is, I think I've only in Greenbrook only, where it was actually food around, because it was Route 22. All the other areas, no food, nothing. It's usually like their restaurant, obviously, but it's usually like nothing around where you can just go and chill out or whatever. Maybe in the summertime it's a little bit better because you can go out and sit, but otherwise you're in your car. That can suck, because if you got a 10-hour block or whatever, then you're in your car for 10 hours. Especially it's cold now in Jersey, So it's like, oh, it's cold. I got to sit in my car. Legs hurt. I can't get up and walk around. Another thing is like bathroom. You can go in there. They have restrooms inside the Wanda restaurant. That's the restaurant that you were usually working at. But the problem is, again, you're relegated to that. Another positive about this, everything is kind of short distance, so it's like you might move, unless you work in certain areas. I don't know about New York and stuff, I can't speak, but I know like Westfield for one, but other areas, most of the areas you're not really going to, unless you're doing boxes. They also do Blue Apron stuff too, but you're not going no more than 10-11 minutes, which is great, because obviously Uber Eats and DoorDash and Grubhub, they send you all over the world. And again, you're still getting it. The con, you get tips, but it's one of those things where they match your money. So whatever you make up until that $20 an hour, they're going to pay you. Meaning, like, it's, for example, if you did 20 deliveries and your 20 deliveries only added up to, let's say you worked 5 hours, your 20 deliveries only added up to 50. They're paying you $50. They're paying you $50 to match that. So you're not getting your tips, which sucks. You're getting your base pay, and that's it. Unless you make over. If you make over, it's cool. You're golden. If not, you're still golden. You still get paid. I mean, it's $20 an hour. You can't beat it. Using your own car, of course. But again, it's cool because I'm pretty sure that most places are gonna go that way. Start going the way of that, doing that too. Of just start like here, you reserve this. I think Grubhub does that. But you reserve this. This is your area. You get paid regardless, because a lot of people are going to start wanting to get paid and not having to, like I did Uber Eats today, and Uber Eats and Grubhub today, and I only made I made something decent for a couple hours. I was out about 5 hours, but I only made about $60 for those 5 hours. So that's a little over $10 an hour. But it is what it is. It's a hit or miss sometimes with those apps or whatever. But like yesterday, I was only out for 2 hours and I made $60. So it's hit or miss. But anyway, so hold on 1 second. Sorry guys. So once you, sorry, sucks trying to record a phone. So once you do that, then you can go down. They have other things, like they have other options: home, reservation, news, help. That's just to show you, but the help menu is not that great. You can chat with them. Your shift viewer. Now let me go to your shift viewer. Now your shift viewer basically looks like this. This is just basically so you can see your shifts. Now, unfortunately, I was only able to get one shift this week. So, but this is what my shift looks like, and this is basically your breakdown. Like it's like everything else. They give you a nice little breakdown, like Uber Eats and stuff. This your breakdown and all that. Now they score you like Uber Eats and stuff like that. Now, as you see, they got it. You could dispute the shift. Now this is where the issue comes in, because you see I have a dispute shift now because I didn't accept a job. I forgot why I didn't accept a job, but because I didn't accept a job, my shift was, something was up with it. I forgot why I didn't accept that job or whatever. Now, see, this is what I'm talking about the pay. Oh, sorry, adjust it for you guys. So this is what I'm talking about. As you guys can see, that's the money that I made. I don't know if you guys can see. It might be backwards on the phone. I hope not. But that's like I made like $55 that they paid me. I made $35 in tips, and bonuses is $2. I think it was raining. Then they had to guarantee adjust. That's where they equal it up to what you would make. So they 17. It was 17.47. They adjusted it for me. So that's the breakdown for that. Now, like I said, the thing that sucks is they base it off score with the way you work. So if you get scored, like they it's almost like they kind of want you to fail a little bit, because like if anything happens, like they don't explain it. So there's certain, like I said, there's certain places where you gotta go collect boxes. If you go collect boxes and those boxes, are in a specific spot and whatever, you don't know where they go, then that's on you. You gotta hit them up, ask them, or ask somebody for help. You kind of stuck. And if you, on the first day I did that, I didn't even know, because I was used to doing the regular deliveries. I didn't know there was boxes. I just sat there for the whole shift because I didn't know what it was. I was waiting for jobs, and then I got a bad score. And that also affects your job, like how you can get reservations. And there's a lot of times where this stupid stuff or silly stuff happens, and it's like, oh well, guess what? You screwed up, so now we're gonna give you a bad score. You can dispute it, but we can, whatever. So that's one a really bad thing that I don't like about this. Then you have, obviously payments and stuff, and like Uber Eats and all of those or whatever. So it's basically just, like those type of apps. But in closing, my issue with this app is it's not a lot of, like, they give you hours. I wish they give you can work just as much as you want. They give you up to 30 hours. That's $600 a week if you do them, which is amazing. After taxes, maybe, after taxes, you're probably looking at maybe probably like five something after taxes a week, which is cool. That's cool. That's good, great, supplemental income. The problem is, again, you should be able to work a little bit more hours. I find that sometimes I'm working and it's full, all the reservations full, but I'm the only one picking up orders, and I'm like, where's everybody else at? Which sucks. That's a con. A big con, which is, and this is gonna be the biggest. I'm actually probably gonna stop using them because it's hard to get hours. Like, I can't sit there and wait for you, and then they have scatter hours, but like an hour, like 1 hour here sometimes, 1 hour there. Like, that's not doing anything. And it's to go to some of these locations, and then you can't go to a location that you're near to. You have to go to a location that's 2 cities over, so that can suck. So, I mean, the app is cool if you can get the hours. It's cool. It's one place. They don't ask too much of you. The drop offs local. I think because the restaurant Wanda is so new, not a lot of people know about it, and the tips are like, I mean, if you can actually get your tips, the tips are amazing. I mean, one time I got like a $27 tip. Because the food is more expensive, people are tipping more, and some of the houses are really big, so it's like you're not gonna worry about that like as if you would Uber Eats or Grubhub or DoorDash. But again, like I said, the problem that with this app is the hours, and the negativity that surrounds with if something happens. They don't give you a lot of leg room to. It's almost like like I said, they don't want you to succeed with this app. But I hope this helped. If you guys are looking for an app, I'll probably try to. I see people doing these. I'm probably trying to do a couple of these too, because I've been doing more apps. Some apps I won't do, but I'm just trying out a lot of apps because I'm trying. Like, I'm at a point in my life where I'm trying to find something to supplement my income, because I'm trying to make some money for my family. So I'm trying to see. I'm thinking actually about getting a van, a small transit van, and doing this stuff full time. But I mean, yeah, I gotta figure out how things work. Some people I know make tons of money, $8,000. One guy posted that he made, a week. you know, a month. I mean, but it's you got to find the right app that works for you. I'm in Jersey, so I'm actually in a good spot to make a little money. You know, I'm actually moving to Pennsylvania, so I got to figure it out. But if you guys like my video, make sure you subscribe, and I appreciate you guys taking the time out.